My name is Ms. Sawyer and I teach biology and chemistry.
My name is Mrs. Davis and I teach chemistry.
I'm Mrs. Mahoney and I teach pre-AP and AP chemistry.
I'm Mrs. Gunter and I teach pre-AP chemistry.
I'm Ms. Cavani and I teach chemistry and pre-AP chemistry.
And I'm Ms. Avalos and I teach chemistry.
And we
are your
Sachse Chemistry teachers.
So we're just doing one video to talk about the safety. So first thing, what should I bring into the lab? And for pre-AP, it's going to be a lab book. For other times, it might just be a lab sheet, but you're going to bring something with your instructions, never food or any kind of drink back in the lab. Most labs, you're going to have to take goggles, okay? I wear glasses all the time. It's like, can't I wear these? Unfortunately, no. You're going to have your goggles. Now, some might be just glasses, so go whatever your teacher says. And the nice thing about these, you wear them, you get these awesome smart lines that when you go to your next class, everybody's going to know where you've been. Sometimes your teacher might say you can wear an apron, or you might want to choose to wear an apron to protect your clothes. So what you're going to do, typically you put them on before the glasses. Put them on. Excuse me, no horseplay. There's no horseplay in the lab. And saying that, can somebody come help me with my apron?
Surely.
Because if you tie it in a knot, it's stuck. And then to get it off, you tend to rip these off, and then we can't use our aprons anymore, or I staple it to your body. So I would tie these in just a bow. So now, let's talk about some of our other equipment we use.
Let me show you guys the Fume Hood. You're going to have one or two of these in your chemistry teacher's classroom. Fume Hood is for your smelly, stinky, volatile compounds. Your teacher's going to set this up, so probably you won't be on your own. Some of the chemicals you will be using will be underneath the sash where you can work with it going. And sometimes we need the sash all the way. We don't want to breathe that in, so keep the sash down.
Okay. Now, there are going to be other times where in chemistry class we might be setting something on fire. And so proper fire safety is going to involve you making sure your area is clear of anything flammable. If you have long hair, then you need to hold it back. My hair is not very long, but since I can get it in a ponytail, I like to do that because that makes sure I'm not going to end up with nasty, stinky, melty hair. So take care of yourself there. If there is an uncontrolled fire that you need to do something about, every classroom has a fire extinguisher and a fire blanket in there. Your teacher can show you where those are and will generally be responsible for using them. But if there's a fire on the ground or something is on fire, then use the fire extinguisher, aim it at the base, that'll help put that out. If somebody is on fire, then you can use the fire blanket, you open it up, wrap yourself in it, and stop, drop, and roll. So that'll keep you safe in case of a fire.
Wearing your goggles and apron ensures that you will protect yourself from spills or splatters. For example, if something were to go into your eyes while you're conducting a lab and you are not wearing your goggles properly, for example, they're on my forehead, you would go to the eye wash station and push the lever and stand under it for 15 minutes. You don't want to experience this because it's very cold. If you spill a very large spill all over yourself, we have equipped in our labs a safety shower where you would pull this handle and would be under the water. Should I do it?
You may want to, but I wouldn't advise
I don't have a change of clothes, but I would have.
Okay, so when you're in the lab, accidents do happen. So if you break glass, the first thing you need to do is let your teacher know. But what they're usually going to tell you is go get a dustpan, we'll sweep it up, and then you will put it in a glass disposal case, which is right here. If you have solids to dispose of, you're going to throw it into the trash can. If you have liquids to dispose of, first make sure it's okay with your teacher, and then you are going to come over and dump it down the sink. Okay, to review. Number 1, do not start lab until you're instructed to do so. Number 2, wear appropriate safety attire. 3, don't bring anything into the lab except for your lab book or your packet. 4, no horseplay. 5,
clean up after yourself and dispose of lab materials properly. And 6, don't take your lab materials home with you. So there's your safety recap. Make sure to know where everything is in your particular chemistry class. Listen to your teacher and have a great year.